Hi guys, in this video we're going to have a look at the Toyota Prado GXL. Now the one that I've got has a premium package. That is the interior accented, that's the interior leather accented, and it also has the premium paint, which is the metallic paint. So this is the Toyota Prado GXL 2020 GXL. So that is the front here, right on the light. So that's the front of the car. And here we are looking on the side of the car. Now this car is 4,995 millimeter long. It has 1,885 millimeter wide. And looking at the height for the GXL, it's 1,890 millimeter high. Now this car is being designed for on-road as well as off-road. It has a permanent four-wheel drive on. Now some of the other models normally have an on-demand all-wheel drive. This one here is always on four-wheel drive, so it doesn't matter whether you're driving on-road or off-road, it's always on four-wheel drive. Now this is what it looks like at the back of the car. It's got a wheel on at the back door, so you have the option to have the wheels underneath or on the back door. So here we got the engine, 2.8 turbo diesel. So that's inside the engine right here. Now the price for this car is around $70,000 or $71,000. Now with you have the interior package, the interior leather accented seat package. It will cost you an additional around $4,000, and that will include the electric seat for the front and the back with heated seat as well. So the heat is heated, so you have the option to turn it on or off. And we have a 6-speed automatic transmissions, and this is on the inside. So you got parking, reverse, neutral, and drive, and another mode over here. Now in terms of petrol, in terms of fuel, sorry, the car uses diesel, so it runs on diesel, and this is inside the cap right here. Now from the manufacturer specification, it said that the car will take around 7.9 liters per 100 kilometers, but in real life it will probably take you around 10 liters per 100 kilometers. And with this fuel tank, it can takes up to 150 liters. Now if you have a flat tailgate pack, so if you go for the flat tailgate, and you will be placing the wheel underneath the car right here, so it will halve the fuel tank, and that will allow you to the car to take up to 87 liters of fuel if you decided to go with the flat tailgate pack. And for the power steering, it has a variable flow control hydraulics with 11.6 turning circle curb to curb meters. This vehicle is quite heavy and have a curved weight of 2,325 kilograms, and the gross vehicle mass weight is 2,990 kilograms. Now for the GXLs, it has a 17-inch alloy wheel. If you go for a higher spec, then you will get an 18-inch, but for the GXL, you'll be looking at a 17-inch wheel right here. And that is the tire right there. Now with the wheel at the back here, you also get a full size spare tire for the emergency in case you get a puncture with your other tire. Now the front here for the headlamp, this is a bi LED headlamps with LED DILs. You also get the auto leveling headlamps as well. There is also a metallic looking grille front, the front right here. And down here there is also another light with a metallic running down here. Also on the bonnet here there is a roof. This is actually quite useful because when you are sitting on the inside you can actually see what's going on. So later when I get in the car I will show you like what it looks like when you're actually sitting in the car. That give you a little bit of viewing angle because of that curve, so you can see better. So here's the other side, the headlamp on the other side. Now let's look at the tire. You can see there are 6 bolts on this one here, 17-inch alloy with a disc brake. So you can see the front has a disc brake as well as the back. And here is the suspensions inside the car. That's the car suspension right there. And here you got the mirror. This mirror is also heated, and right here is the indicator light. So what you got here is the indicator light, and it can be folded as well. On the inside there is a button you can press and that get folded in. And moving to the side, this handle here has got a sensor. So there is a sensor. When you tap on it, it will allow you to automatically lock the car. As you can see, when I press it, the light will flash. So touching over here or down here, so it will allow you to lock the car. So maybe just the top, not the bottom. Let me have a look. There's the bottom here. So the bottom is also a sensor as well as the top. You can just simply touch it to lock. To unlock it, you just put your hand in like that, and that will unlock the car. So that is a feature. That's only for the front passenger side, and the driver side you can do that. At the bottom here there is also this rail for you to step on. So you can see this is the rail here. Underneath it is metal. So this is what it looks like underneath of it. Right there. I'm just going to go to the side. Now there is also a privacy glass for the back seat, not the front but the back. So the back you got a privacy glass, and it's a little bit darker. You can see the front. You can see the difference. It's more clear at the front, and then it's a bit darker at the back right here. Now this is the handle, the door handle for the back. So there is no sensor at the back, so you cannot do anything. You can just open and close. This automatic, so we just lock it just then. So I'm just going to go to the back here, and here we got the light. This is what it looks like with the light. So you got the brakes light, stop light, and the reverse light right here. And here you can open the back. There is another light down here as well. Now there is also a 4-way sensing in right here. One that's for the reverse. So when you're reversing, this is the sensor that tells you whether you are getting close to a subject. So it will start beeping. There's also a light right here. And then here you got the lock button. There's a lock and unlock button, so you can unlock it. So all you need to do is you make sure that you stand close to the car. Now, as long as you have that smart key entry, so as long as you have this smart key and you are standing close to your car, you can just simply press on the button, and that will unlock the car, and from here you can just press on the lever down here, and that will allow you to open up the back of your car. So right here, so that is the back of the car right now. So just want to zoom in so you can see better. So this is the door when it's swing wide open, and that's the back right there. Now with a third row seats up, you can see there is not much space left. It claims to be 104 liters available with a third row up. So you can see here, you can barely put anything in. I just put my tripod in here. That's all the space you've got up all the way here. It's not bad, but you can't really put anything much in it because of the third seats. But once you put the third seat down, you get lots of space. So here I'm just gonna pull it down. You can simply just pull this one and it comes down just like that. And you can just pull this one here as well up, and then it will just come down, and here you get a lot more space. So with the third row down, you get 553 liter of storage space. And if you want, you can also lower down the second seat as well, and you will get a lot more. So here I have lowered down the second row as well, and you get around 974 liters of storage space. So that's from the inside. That's how much you can get. So take a look. You can almost lay in here as well. So here you can see I can actually lay in here. No problem at all. Now there is also some other compartments at the back here. So you can see there's some additional compartments, got nothing in it at the moment. Then over here you can open it, see what's in here. You see you've got some tools to help you to change the tires. So it looks like some things is missing in here, or maybe it's for the other models, but there is some slots in here, but nothing is some items seem like to be not in here at all. Now the back of it is also a cargo blind, but I have removed it already. I'll put it back on later and I'll show it to you. And here there is also an output, 100 watt, 220 volts. So there it is. So that's the standard household plug. And you can plug it in. Then there is some kind of like an air filter, some filter or vent in here. And there are some other holes and plug for the cargo blind, so that when you put the cargo blind you can just hook it into here. And that's the back seat right here. That seat folded down. There's another compartment over here. You can open it. So I just put a mask in here at the moment. Just a mask in there. There's nothing in it. Quite some space. Quite a bit of space in here. You can see. And down here there's also another compartment. But down here, probably if you need to service your car, then you need to open this one here. So I'm just going to zoom out. That's inside the car. There's also a door opener for the back as well, so you can lock it manually and you can open it. On the side here there's also a child lock, so you can lock it so that the kids on the inside they cannot open it, or the kids on the outside on the inside they can open it. So there's child lock. You can activate it or you can disable it. And down here there's those steps where you can get on the car. You can step on here to get on the car. And so now we're just gonna look at the top. There's also a reverse light up here as well. And we're just gonna go onto the other side of the car. Over here you got drink holder. So on the side of the door, on the rear, second row, you got a drink holder right there. There's also, you can wind down the windscreen with the buttons. There's also a button to put the door open, handle to put the door open right here. Now there's also a child lock as well, right here, child lock right there. Now you can turn on the child lock. Now let's have a look again at the space at the back of the car. So you can see the space here. It's very spacious on the inside. Now the back here is also drink holder for the third row. So on the third row you also get a drink holder over here, and on the other side you also get a drink holder over there as well. So there's a drink holder over there as well. And here I'm just gonna pull up the seat so you can see how it works. So there it is. I just pull up one of the seats, and you can have one seat down and the other sit up, or you can have both sit down or both sits up. So over here you can also pull this one to flip this one down, or you can flip it all the way down with this latch right here. This seat here, let me see if you can move it back. Yeah, so there is a latch down here, so you can readjust. You can move the seat back and forth. Down the latch you can actually push it back and forth, so you need to do it with two hands on this one. Here now I just put the chair up, and you can see we can move it down like so, so you can move the chair up and back if you wanted to. So you can see here the chair, you'll be able to move it down, so you can actually go in from this side, or you can go in from the other side to the third row. So you can do it on this side as well as the other side. So here's the other side. Now again there's a button that you can fold it down. I'm just gonna push it all the way up, and you can see if you want to fold it all the way down, you pull this one and the seat will come down just like so, and you can just put it up like that, or you can pull this one here, and then you can see as you put it one up, the seat will be moving forward, and this one here moving forward quite all the way. So let's take a look how far it is. Now you can see it move forward all the way, and you can get into your third seat. Now I have just pulled up the third seat on one of them, and here we can manually pull it out. You see that like this, and that come out like so. So that's the third seat right there. So here is the other side, so you can pull it out like so, and you got a gap right here in the middle. At the back here you can push this one up like so. So for the headrest you can push it up and down. So there is something over here like an air vent over on this side. So this car have 3-zone climate controls. So you can see here on the last row, I also can close this one, or I can open it. So I can close and open this vent right here. There's also some more vent down here as well, and another one down here. And this is what it feels like when you are sitting. It's not very spacious, it's actually a little bit tight. Now you can see actually a little bit tight. Looking under this. So here is what it looks like. And here is the seat. You can see I have this much leg rooms. So this is how much space I've got. And I'm a small guy as well. And this is what it looks like. So there's a light here you can control. You can turn off the door. There's only, I think there's only two, either door or just turn on. You can't just actually switch it off. Now at the back here, there is a child seat anchor. This one on the right hand side, one in the middle, and one over here. And this lever is for you to pull down and allow you to move the chair forwards, and you can get out. Alright, so I got out. I'm gonna push this one up a little bit, and that will lock into place. Now using this lever here, you can also adjust the back seat so that it can lean on an angle, as you can see right there. So that one's kind of straight up. This one you can lean. This is the maximum it goes down, so you can lean at that angle. So if the people sitting on a second seat, they're getting tired, they can lean it down a little bit, and that's what it looks like. Now in here for the second seat, you can also pull this one down, and then you got drinks holder over here. You got drinks holder, so that one come up and down, and you can close it. You can rest your arm over here, so we can rest the arm here. You can pull it up. This one can be moved up and down, so you can move the headrest up and down. There's a button here, you can just press it to close it. Now the back here, there is a map pocket, so you can put stuff in here, your maps or whatever it is that you want to put in here. And then you got the climate controls, so you can set your air conditioning control, high, low, off, auto off, and which directions. And then you can have the temperature and the fan off, low and high. Now it's the same over here. You also got the map pockets, and this is the leather seat for the back. So the back seat, leather seats. And here you also get the air vent. You can close, you can shut it, or you can open it. So there is also drinks bottle holder or glass holder on the side of the door as well. And this is made of soft fabrics. So I've made a soft fabric on this here. Even the door handles kind of like feeling like a bit rubber, plastic and rubber feel on the handle right here. Now over here you got the side steps down here, then up here you got the steps. Then you got another steps for you to step to the back seat at the back for the third row. Now let's take a look how much space you get in here. So that's how much space you get. How much space on here. Quite a lot of space as well. You can adjust this one here. So like that. And then there's also a handle for you to hold onto. So there's also a door handle for you to grab on and hold onto to help you get in and out of the car. Now down here you also get a port for you to charge, plug in so you can charge your mobile phone or other electronic devices. at the back. Here is the mat, so you get a mat that comes with the car. You also get the mat on the other side as well. On the side door here, there is also a speaker. There's a speaker on this side. Okay, now we're just gonna move to the front seat. Now here there is a cool compartment. So if you open up once, there is a small compartment right here at the top. And then if we pull on this double dot right here, allow you to pull up the cool compartments. In here it's got air conditioning cool. So there is a fan right in here. So when you turn on the air conditioner, the cool air will blow in. It's not refrigerated, so if you purchase a higher model such as the VX or Kakadu, you got a refrigerated compartment, but this compartment here is purely just air conditioning. If you don't turn on the aircon, then there's no cold air coming out. Now I put 2 bottles of water in so you can see what it looks like. So there it is. So that's how much space you get for it. At the front here, so even this part here is a leather filled. And at the front here you got 12 volt, 120 watts output. Then you got the headphone output. Then there's also USB output. You can use it to charge your mobile device. Here is a heated seat and cool seat. So with the heated seat, you can control and make the heat hot. Over here, if you turn on this side, there is a fan. So you can see on the seat here, all these holes here, it's got a fan in it, so it'll blow the cool air out. As well as this one here, it's got a fan that can blow cool air out. So you can see there is a little bit of air come out. It's not very strong. Well, when you turn on the aircon, it's just like very soft air coming out. You can see the tissue kind of move very slightly, but not a lot. But there is air coming out of here. You can feel it when you put your hand on here. And there's also air coming out at the back here as well. So that's another functions. So let's look at other things here. You got gear control, so that's the gear control right there. So various different gears you can move into. Then you got a drink compartments down here, so you can put the large cup or small cup. So you can see this adjuster will readjust depending on the cup size or the glass size that you put in here. And then down here you got the 4-wheel drive mode. So you got second start for you drive off and other 4-wheel drive mode. And here you can also put it onto 4-wheel drive mode as well, just by simply push and twist. Here you got another compartment. So there is another compartment right here. It's quite big. You can put your mobile phone in here or your wallet, whatever it is that you need to put in here. It's quite deep and it's quite big. And up here you got the control. So I'm just move out so you can see you got the control here. You got the aircon, the front windows, the front screen. You got passenger temperature control. You can control the rear aircon as well. So you can control the air and the air conditioning at the back. You can also turn on chill zone. So again, all of this is the heating functions in your car. You got the buttons to control the times on your clock. And you got the fan, low fan, high fan or off, and recycle air in the car. Up here you got audios, you got telephone functions, you got audios, you got SIG, track, AM, FM radios, Bluetooth. So while there's no Android Play or Android Auto or Apple Play, you still can connect your device via Bluetooth, and so you still can do things like transmitting audio from your mobile device to your car. You can make telephone calls, you can pick up phone calls. You got a CD up here, CD player up here. You got apps, so if you go into apps, there are navigation apps that you can go into. You can navigate apps. So you got apps in here. You got navigation apps. You got audio. You got telephone, messages, echo. You got trips, calendars. You can set up your car device. So go in here. You got different things that you can set up. And then you can, so if you go back into apps, you can do other things as well, such as view the weather, places, and parking availables. When your device is connected, it also tells you how much battery you got left on your device. So let's move on to the steering wheels. On the steering wheels, you also got the telephone controls on pick up and hang up. You got mode, you got voice assistance, and then you can control here with a knob, and then there's also up and down control. Over here you can also control the display up here by using this control down here. So you can see in here we got functions. So I'm just going to see if we can control it. So there we can control informations. So that are all those informations that you can change. And then we can go to the car, steering angles. We can also see the navigations. You can see the audios. And then you got back to parking, so you can turn parking mode, or you want to turn on sway assist and other functions. So let's see. There are other things, and you got messages that you can view on here, and then there's many things. So those are the functions that you can set on your device. And you got the fuel gauge, the speed odometers or the speedometers up here. So, and then down over here you got engine start and stop, and then you can control your windows. This knob, you can also move the knob around to controls the screen. So this also this button here, so you can fold the window in and then fold it out just like that by using this button. And then you got some other idle up, and you got extra lighting and windscreen buttons up here. On this side you can lock the windows, you can lock the car with that. There's also a control for the windows to one up and down. So that's the buttons there. Then you got the parking buttons for parking the car down here. And down here is the brake. So you can control the car brake systems. At the top here we got the winds, the screen, the mirror, and then here you also be able to there is a glass right here, and then you can pull down. You can put your sunglasses up here as well, so that's allowed to view what's at the back. And then you got the lighting up here. You can push on this one. So that's door. You can press it to on and off when the door is closed. So with this one here you can turn on the light, and then you can close it. So you can see when I turn on, the lights will turn on, and close, the lights go off. Over here you can extend outwards like so, and then there is extra, you can pull in and out like so. So that's up, and then that's down. So here you got some pockets to put some stuff in here. So there is some more pockets over here as well, and over here you also get pockets, and you can also pull out this extra shade if you need to. Now top here you also got the speaker here and here, so the speakers around there. So how much space you get. here you can control how much air is coming in, and here is how much air, so you can control the air in here. Okay, for the seats, you can, there is a button here to control the lumbar seats. There's also a button allowed to move the chair forwards, so you can see here, you can move it up and down. You can also use this button here to move the chair back and forth. And also, you can sort of tilt the chair up and down as well, that way. There is also a camera at the front there. So just at the front, you see